This is a mindful body scan meditation. In this practice, I'm going to invite you to gently move your attention through various regions of the body, just opening to whatever the sensations may be, and as much as possible, meeting the experience with kindness and care. You can do this practice in any posture, so just seeing for yourself what posture might be most supportive for you at this time. Perhaps lying on your back, legs either extended or knees bent, or perhaps sitting comfortably. So just take a moment to come into a posture that feels most supportive for you. And then allowing attention to just settle more and more fully the sense of the body, knowing you are in the posture you're in because you can actually feel it, feeling the contact that your body is making with the support beneath you, and allowing yourself to be as fully supported as possible. Perhaps even inviting the body to let go of any effort that's not needed, and allowing yourself to be held so you don't need to be working so hard to hold yourself up. If it's comfortable, maybe letting the eyes be closed, or if you prefer to keep your eyes open, maybe just a soft downward gaze. And just sensing the body in its entirety, as much as possible, letting go of any judgments that may arise. And feeling the body breathing, just sensing the breath as it comes and goes. With mindfulness practice, there's no need to try to change the breath or even think about the breath. Maybe just feeling the rising and falling of the belly with each cycle of breathing, or sensing the breath somewhere else in the body. And just for a few moments, allowing attention to rest very simply, the feeling of the breath coming and going. And as we go through the body scan meditation, if at any time you encounter something that feels too difficult to be with, maybe a sensation that feels very intense, or an emotion arises that feels overwhelming, you can always bring the attention back to the breath and just rest with the sensations of breathing, kind of coming into a safe harbor and resting. And if sensations of breathing don't offer that sense of safe harbor and you're finding yourself overwhelmed in the practice, perhaps bringing the attention outward, opening the eyes if they're closed, or opening to sounds, and resting in that way for a while until you feel ready to rejoin in the body scan practice. So really being gentle and respectful of your experience. And as you're ready, gently directing the attention to the top of the head. You just place your attention right here. You don't have to try to think about it or try to picture it. You just open to whatever the experience is, which may be no sensation or some sensation. knowing that all of it is okay. Allowing the attention to gently move down to the region of the forehead, perhaps sensing air against the skin, noticing coolness or warmth here. There may be sensations of tightness or ease, or possibly no sensation. Really allowing your own experience to be just as it is. Allowing the attention to continue to move down, coming into the region of the eyes, whether you're practicing with your eyes open or closed, just bringing that curiosity, what it actually feels like right now. Maybe noticing movement here, pressure, perhaps a sense of light coming through even if your eyes are closed. Including the nose, from the bridge of the nose to the tips of the nostrils. Perhaps feeling subtle sensations of air moving in and out through the nostrils. And allowing the touch of attention to be gentle. And you can let everything else just come and go. Sounds, thoughts, emotions, nothing you need to exclude or push away, and also nothing else that you need to engage with. Allowing the sensations of the body to be more at the center of your attention, everything else more in the periphery. And when you notice attention got carried away, caught up in some virtual world generated by thoughts, knowing that is so natural that it happens, and that in that moment of noticing, you're actually present. Otherwise, you wouldn't have noticed. So rather than getting frustrated with the wandering nature of mind, just appreciate each time you become aware, and then gently, kindly lead the attention back to the body wherever we happen to be in the body scan, including in this moment the region of the cheeks and the lips, perhaps the feeling of lip against lip, maybe sensations of dryness, moisture, something else, maybe sensations that you don't even have the words for, and the words are not so important. It's more the direct experience of the felt sensations. Allowing the attention to come inside the mouth, the tongue, the roof of the mouth. Maybe noticing moisture or dryness here. Aware of the jaw and the joints of the jaw. And if you're noticing the jaw is tightly clenched, perhaps just letting the lower jaw drop ever so slightly. Including the sides of the head, the ears, around to the back of the head. Whatever the experience is here, maybe there's sensations of contact, if your head's making contact with some support, or maybe no sensation at all. And just aware now of this whole region of the face and head, and allowing the attention to slowly move down into the region of the neck, sensing the muscles along the back of the neck, sides of the neck. Perhaps there are sensations of tightness, of ease, or something else that's happening in this region. And as much as possible, letting go of any judgments that may arise and just being curious what it actually feels like, including the front of the neck and the area of the throat. Perhaps sensing movement of air here, or sensations of dryness, moisture, some other sensations, or possibly no particular sensation. And letting the attention move into the area of the shoulders, sensing the space that the shoulders occupy. Maybe sensations of tightness or ease, of heaviness or lightness. And you might notice attention gets carried away repeatedly, and this is not a problem. Each time you notice it is a moment of mindfulness, and knowing that bringing the attention back again and again is the practice that strengthens this capacity that we have to be present. Allowing the attention to move into the arms, the upper arms, elbows and forearms, and just sensing the arms in their entirety, maybe noticing sensations of contact, temperature, and as attention rests here in the arms, maybe noticing the more subtle sensations, pulsing, tingling, something else happening, and then gently bringing the attention into the hands, the wrists, palms, backs of the hands, fingers, all the way to the fingertips. And allowing attention to very simply rest with sensations in the hands. Seeing this ability that you have to direct your attention. Attention goes where it's directed, and of course it may fly off in an instant, and as soon as you notice, you can gently redirect attention. You may also notice that where you place your attention is what shows up for you. So right now, with attention in the hands, that's probably what you're aware of. And still allowing everything else to just freely come and go. Sounds, thoughts, emotions, nothing to push away, and also nothing else you need to engage with. Really allowing attention to rest fully, resting with the sensations of the body, and letting attention now move back up through the arms, coming once more into the shoulders, and down the back to the region of the shoulder blades, the space between the shoulder blades, just sensing into the upper back, and whatever sensations may be here for you. allowing the attention to move down to the mid-back, the lower back, and the entirety of the back. Knowing that with mindfulness, the qualities of attention are that we're letting go of judgment, bringing in curiosity, and also kindness. Perhaps you can sense the breath in some way in the back. And then as you're ready, letting attention gently move around to the front of the body, around the collarbones, maybe sensing the movement of the breath here. As you let attention move down into the region of the chest, perhaps the feeling of clothing against the body. You may be aware of sensations of pressure or openness or some other sensation that's happening. And some awareness of the space within the rib cage. And perhaps the feeling of the breath here, even if it's very subtle, how the rib cage expands with each in-breath, that release that happens with each out-breath. And gently letting attention move downward into the area of the abdomen. And just sensing, feeling whatever is here in this region for you to sense and feel. Perhaps the touch of clothing here. Maybe sensations associated with digestion, hunger, fullness, or some other experience. Maybe also feeling the movement of the breath here, the belly rising with each in-breath, falling back with each out-breath. And the touch of attention is gentle. You don't need to put in a lot of effort or work very hard. You don't have to think about the various regions of the body. It's more a sensing and feeling as attention moves through the body. Right now, this region of the belly, allowing attention to move down into the area of the hips, the muscles around the hips, the space between the hips, feeling this entire pelvic region, including the pelvic floor, genitals, buttocks, including the hip sockets where the legs meet the torso, Maybe there's sensation, maybe there isn't. And really allowing your own experience to be just as it is. And letting the attention move into the upper legs, sensing the fronts and backs of the thighs, including the knees, backs of knees, fronts of knees, the lower legs, and just aware of the legs in their entirety, however they're arranged, maybe noticing the sensations of contact, perhaps also sensations deeper within the legs, yet not having to search for anything, just opening to whatever the experience is in this region of the body in this moment. And bringing the attention into the ankles and the feet, and the sensations in the soles of the feet, including the heels and arches and balls of the feet, tops of the feet, and the toes. And just allowing attention to rest with sensations in the feet. And as you're ready, beginning to expand the attention from the soles of the feet up to the top of the head, front to back and side to side, just taking in sensations in the body as a whole. And allowing attention to just lightly rest. The sensations of the whole body. Resting in this embodied presence. Feeling the body breathing. Just receiving the breath as it comes and goes. Gently expanding attention beyond the body. Perhaps the feeling of air against the skin. And opening to all the sounds in your environment. And receiving the sounds of the bell as this practice comes to a close.